policy mandating that all NIH-funded research addresses sex as a biological variable. And this was a relatively controversial issue at the time, but this was a direct response to decades of research almost exclusively being done in male models and not female models. And so what this has contributed to is a big missing body of knowledge of our basic understanding of sex differences in biological research. But more importantly, it has contributed to the failure of some clinical trials and even drugs being removed from the market due to unintended consequences, usually in females. So we decided to create a product to help researchers address this NIH mandate and, more importantly, help science further.
One major thing that always occurs with drug discovery is just a massive amount of money goes into it. By the time you've developed your compounds, you've gone through screening, you've developed, and you're ready to move into mouse models, rodent models, or any of the others, since you have to test your drug in 2 animal models to get it approved by the FDA, it's a lot of money. So what we are proposing is a high throughput method of screening your compounds to see whether or not they will have sex-specific effects. Mesoscale and Luminex are very commonly used assays in which you can put through at least 80 compounds to be able to see, compounds or samples, to be able to see what the levels are looking like. So in our proposed kit, you will have a plate, a 96-well plate, in which you can choose specific antibodies to be on the bottom. The way a lot of models are currently working is that there's 4 antibodies on the bottom, and that you'd be able to see very specifically whether or not you should continue, advance, and develop particular compounds. By using a model that's currently established, such as Mesoscale or Luminex, we cut down on our own costs, tap into an already established customer base, and really amplify personalized medicine, cost-efficient, high-throughput drug screening and development.
So the people that will be testing our products initially would be, so the customer segments currently we're targeting is the researchers, university, and then pharmaceutical companies, specifically clinical trials that would use this product. And then in the future, we're hoping to then have physicians use the product to personalize medicine on patients. Our customer relationships include specifically, actually importantly, sales, aside from medical science liaison, and also including few application scientists, and there would be training and technical support on how to use the product, as well as customer service such as through phone and online support. And finally, the channels includes researchers and the NIH, and then going to sort of venue fairs, internet searches, and conferences to sell the products. So our revenue streams would be an online purchasing, where the researcher could purchase the product as on a fixed price. They can also buy in a bulk, and so we have that bulk pricing as well, and then the product feature dependence.
So we are currently focusing on research and development of a selection of kits that cover a spectrum of research interests. We're also going to look at some of our other key activities are regulation and compliance and quality control, as well as advertising and post-market surveillance and data updates. And then our key resources include like a lab space, office for technical support and sales staff, as well as scientists, and shipping and manufacturing. And our company is partnering with antibody companies and the biotech company MSD to ensure the universality of our assay kit and the compatibility with a popular assay platform. And we're also going to look at where our resources are coming from for key partners like universities and researchers, as well as investors and optimization like the NIH and other pharmaceutical companies. And our cost structure will be a value-driven cost structure, and we'll focus on R&D and quality control of the antibody, and as well as we'll have to cover salary and customer service and our patents for the actual product, as well as marketing and production.